Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I've never done this before. I'm coming on to do a little, we're doing a little New Year's challenge, even though it's past New Year. Whatever, it's January, going into February. So start of a new year, it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time for Beautycounter, it's an exciting time for our team. And I just have been kind of thinking about it, and talking with Nicole, talking with Mary Claire, and when you start Beautycounter, it's really fun and it's exciting, but you don't know what you're doing, and unless you've done something like this before, which most of us haven't. So I know for me, when I first started, it was sort of just I slowly worked my way into things until I had a business to build off of, and here I am now talking to you guys about that. So I just thought it would be nice if I came on and talk to you a little bit about this challenge that we're going to do, and just do a kind of a little training around the documents that I'm asking you to use. So the challenge is this. We want you to think about how to gauge the health of your business. And I'll tell you right now, the best way to gauge the health of your business is with the amount of activity that you're in. Do you find yourself not thinking about Beautycounter, not thinking about who you need to call, what you have going on your calendar for the week, and then kind of like throwing in a few sales here and there at the end of the month or whenever they come through? So it's really not a matter necessarily of what your business volume is or what your personal volume is. Yes, obviously, that is a gauge, that's a factor to consider, but the amount of activity you're in on a regular basis is really what matters. That's what drives your business. And sometimes the cycle takes, you could put a whole bunch of work in, like let's say December and January are slow months. Let's say you've been working, you've been talking to people, sending out emails, you've done a Facebook event, or you've done a social or a party or whatever, and you're not getting a lot of actual sales coming out of it. The sales cycle is actually sometimes about 3 months. So I look at it as if I'm putting work in November, it's really going to be like November, December, January, maybe even February before I start seeing that come back to me. So keep that in mind, and just think about what kind of activity you're in, and what you're comfortable doing, and how you can incorporate that into your everyday life. Because what I have found is if I don't make a point of spending at least 5 or 10 minutes on Beautycounter every day, a week will go by and I haven't thought about it, and therefore nothing has happened because I have not been in activity. So when you hear someone say, really you want to focus on doing one thing a day, that means one income producing activity a day, whether that's calling around to see if there's a Pottery Barn, a Lululemon, or a vendor that might be interested in having you do a pop-up, reaching out to your friends and family, or if that's where you're starting, and just saying like, hey, did you know I'm doing this? Something new for me. What do you think? Setting up, reaching out to people to set up parties, or going to a networking event, sending out a sample, dropping off a product basket, whatever it is, those are income producing activities. Scrolling around on Facebook, doing Facebook posts, social media stuff is time sucking. It can be very, very helpful and valuable. Believe me, a lot of people in our upline have built their business off of it. However, you do need to balance where your time is at and look at what's really producing income for you, because social media can take a long time to produce that following and get those people involved. So just keep that in mind. With that said, once you do your whatever way it is that you chose to launch your business, and then you're kind of rolling into the next few months, and maybe you're in month 6, or maybe you're at month 12, or month 2 or 3, you're kind of like, well, how do I keep this activity going? There's a few documents that we really recommend everyone uses, and believe me, I did not do this when I first signed up. I was kind of like, not for me. I don't know, I just didn't take it seriously. But I do think it's really important. You'll hear Meg Dillard, our managing director. she talks about her 100-person contact list all the time. And then the 5 asks. So that's this document right here. So you can probably, the lighting's not good, it's late here. But this is what it looks like, and I'm going to attach this to this video. But basically what we want you to do is fill this out. So you want to think of 100 people, and we have a memory jogger list that I will also attach, as well as a Frank's list. So it just gives you an idea, like gives you some ways to think about who's in your network outside of the obvious. So, you know, who's my architect, my nanny, my chiropractor, my delivery person, my florist, my jeweler, all those different types of people, business associates, car dealers, dentist, doctor, dry cleaner, esthetician, housekeepers, insurance agents, friends, neighbors. This memory jogger is going to just give you an idea to kind of help you fill this out. But basically, we want you to put down 100 people. It doesn't have to be like 100 friends or 100 family members necessarily. Like for me, I've got a woman that I'm talking to right now who she has she owns a makeup store in Tahoe City, and she does bridal makeup. I've got a real estate agent who, you know, has a great network of people. She's not necessarily neither of them are friends of mine. You know, I'm doing a product drop with a salon owner. I've got I kind of have my hopes on talking to this laser surgeon in our community. So it doesn't necessarily have to just be like friends and family, because I know a lot of people don't like to necessarily work their friends and family too much. Although it's always good to keep in mind that when you're talking about switching people over to safer products, that is a good thing to share with your friends and family. So anyways, we want you to fill this out for starters. That's the first part of the task. And then just be aware that there's 5 asks. So 5 different ways you can ask people to be involved. Attend a social or a party that you host or that they host. Are they open to learning about the business? Or yeah, attend a party that you're hosting, or an event that you're hosting somewhere. Will they come? Are they open to learning about a business opportunity? Will they host a party of some sort or a pop-up of some sort? Will they try the products? And can they refer you to 2 to 3 women? So those are all different ways that you can ask the same person. Like, let's say somebody says, like, no way, I'm not into it, it's not my thing. Do they know anybody that might be in the Beautycounter? Probably. So they can always give you referrals. So that's 5 asks. So we want you to fill out your 100-person contact list, because it's something that you should always be updating, always working on, always thinking of. And that's going to help keep you in activity, because it's going to like make you think, like, oh, I should reach out to so-and-so. Oh, I should go there. I should do that. I should set up an appointment here. It'll just keep you in activity. And it's a good working document. And then as you talk to people, you can kind of say, well, I've already asked them for a social, or I've already talked to them about the business. And then you kind of have this working document of like who you're keeping in the loop and where people are at. So that's the first part. Second thing I'd like you to do, and we would like you to do, is think about your dream team. So who are the people that you would absolutely love to work with? Who are the influencers in your community? People that are outgoing, other people respect them, other people want to know what they have to say, they're kind of everywhere, everyone likes them, they're influencers in the community, whatever way that is. Those are the kind of people you really want to have involved in your business. So who are your dream team people? Like, maybe you're not going to actually reach out to them, but who are they? So write down 5 or 10 people that in an ideal world, they would call you tomorrow and say, I'd like to be part of your Beautycounter team. So just write them down, kind of like a vision board. You know, you want to be thinking about those people. Okay, and then basically, those are the first 2 steps of the task. Fill out your 100-person contact list and create your dream team. After that, we would like you to contact. When I first started my business, my goal was to be in front of 30 people a month. So that to me was something that I could handle, something digestible. So it doesn't mean you're calling 30 people, like maybe you are. I mean, if you do a party of some sort and you're in front of 10 people, truly, not just like they're there, but you actually talk to them about Beautycounter, that's 10 people right there in one shot. Boom, put them down. Obviously, if you talk to them, you have their contact information. So, but I did a lot of reach outs when I first started. So I would do Facebook Messenger, text messaging. I called some people, you know, like one of my good friends I just was on the phone with, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. What do you think? You know, and I reached out to at least 5 or 10 people when I first started, just to be like, what do you think? Do you think I'm nuts? Like, do you think this is going to work? Is this a good fit for me? But I was talking about the business, and almost every single one of them was interested because I was telling them about it. And then I reached out to people a lot on Facebook Messenger because I had a business page, and I didn't like invite I invited a whole bunch of people, and I think like 50 people said yes. And so those 50 people, that's where I started. So I messaged them individually, and I said, hey, thank you so much. Like, really appreciate that follow. The support means a lot to me. This is not an easy thing. It's a new endeavor. I'm kind of nervous about it, so I just appreciate that you're like listening to what I have to say. Are you actually interested in Beautycounter, or are you just doing it to support me? Because either way, I'm super happy. But you know, if you are interested, let me know, and I can send you some samples or whatever, answer some questions. And that got me my first clients right there. So that's kind of where I started. So the second part of this challenge is to, once you've completed this and you've put some thought into who it is that you want to contact and be in touch with, that you think may actually be interested in Beautycounter as you were, then we want you to try to get in touch with 30 people this month. So this challenge is going to start on January 7th, maybe the 8th, depending on when I get this out. So either Monday or Tuesday. And then it's going to go in for 30 days, so until February 4th, I think it is, or 5th. And I'll attach the dates, obviously. But within that time period, we want you guys to reach out to 30 people, get in front of 30 people. And that means true connections, true contacts, whether they are positive, whether they go somewhere or not. It's you reaching out and saying, like, I'm doing this. I'm pretty passionate about it. I'm excited about it. Like, what do you think? Do you want some information? Like, what can I do? And thinking about the 5 asks. So is it someone that you want to talk to? A lot of people lead with the business opportunity. So if you lead with the business opportunity, like, hey, you should do this with me. I'm pretty excited about it. There's big potential here, and I would love to have somebody to start with. Then if they say no, you can go, well, okay, do you want me to send you some samples? You know what I mean? And move on. Or you want to partner up with me and help me get this out to like our mutual friends or whatever it is. So think about the 5 asks and try to connect with them in at least 2 different ways. So every contact you make, you're trying to do at least 2 of these asks. But for this challenge, as long as you reach out and get in touch with 30 people over the course of the month, you've completed the challenge. So that's it. 30 contacts a month. I tracked that, and I will send this to you guys too, and you may not want to use it. This is just a document that I made, but basically it says the date, and there's 30 lines on there, and who have I contacted, and what did they say? What was their response? Do I need to follow up with them? I kept track of this every month to see if I was filling it out, and you'd be surprised. Like, you're kind of like, oh, I'm already halfway down, you know? Or some months I'd be like, oh man, I haven't talked to anybody. So it just is a good visual. So I'll send this as well. But so your goal is fill out this 100% contact list, get familiar with the 5 asks, use them, think about your dream team, create that list, and send both of those to myself and your direct mentor. So email us those 2 documents, your dream team and your 100% contact list, once they're completed. And then move on to, over the course of the month, getting in touch with 30 people. 5 of those people do have to be by phone. That's part of the challenge. So you can use text messaging, Facebook Messenger, email, whatever, but 5 of those people have to be contacted through the phone. So keep track of that, what the 30 people are, how you approach them with the 5 asks, and then we will send it, let us know when you're done, send it to us, whatever, screenshot it, and then we're going to put you into a raffle, and we've got 3 prizes, you guys, and they're pretty good. The first prize is going to be a new brush set. So that's the $98 new pretty white brushes. That's going to be the first raffle prize. The second is going to be the Nudes trio alongside a mini oil trio. So that's a really nice combination. Like those are really nice combos. They go together well if you're gifting them, if you want them for yourself or whatever. But that's also about a $60 value, I think. And then the third one is going to be the travel cleansing balm. So those are our 3 gifts, you guys. I think they're pretty great. And it's just for doing this work. And the reason we want you to do it is to get into the habit of tracking how many people you're talking to, paying attention to who you're reaching out to, creating a 100-person contact list to keep you in activity, because that is the name of the game. It is all about one thing a day and staying in activity, because if you're stagnant, then your business will be stagnant. So it's very easy to be like doing everything else in life and then be like, oh my God, I'm 3 weeks into January already, like I haven't done anything. And then it's really hard to catch up. So if you stay consistent and you stay on top of it and you think about it like this, like I need to be in front of 30 people every month, that is not hard to do, you guys. It is just not hard to do. So it really, I mean, when you think about how many people you talk to, who you're having lunch with, who's on the phone, pick up. I'm going to 2 networking events this month, right there. I mean, I can think of a million different ways that I'm going to be in front of people, gifts that I'm giving, whatever, that involves Beautycounter. But it's more a matter of making that a part of your life and a part of your daily habits. So I'm going too long. I will put these documents on an email or a messenger chat to all you guys, along with the challenge. And yeah, good luck. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what you guys do. Happy New Year.